I didn't just fart. That was the chair, I promise. We're about to do a little kitchen renovation, and I wanted to do a before video so we can see, we have it on record what it looked like before, and to show you what the kitchen looks like before, and then go through the process of renovating it, and then show you the after. I think it's gonna look good. At least it does in my head. So first of all, here's the dining room. It's technically the breakfast nook. And then the dining room is supposed to be this half of the living room, but we use this just to have a bigger living room. Yeah, nothing exciting about that. Pantry. Here we have the fridge, which the fridge used to go all the way to the counter, and there was that much room on this side, but I liked having the trash can closer over here to like the prep area where we would be preparing food. So that's why I scooted the fridge all the way over. And plus, whenever I renovate, I'm gonna extend the counter all the way over here to the fridge. That's also another reason. So we have just like a foot more counter space. I'm also gonna build a fridge enclosure, and I'm gonna use this middle cabinet right here to go on top of the fridge in the fridge enclosure that I plan on building. And then this will be open shelving. So my plans are, first, I hope this isn't making you nauseous, me doing this constantly. First thing, or one of the things I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move all the cabinets here up to the ceiling, and then I'm gonna have an open shelf that probably starts where the bottom of this cabinet is. So we will have about a foot of room between the open shelf and the bottom of the cabinets that will be moved up to the ceiling. And then I'm gonna take off the backsplash, which is just like this cheap laminate, and I'm pretty sure that even on the countertops it's just glued onto some plywood. So I have a couple ideas for the counters that I'm not totally settled on yet. Either making my own butcher block counter, maybe doing a layer of concrete over the counter, or using plywood, just using a piece of thinner plywood to overlay on top of the plywood that's already on the counter, because I would hate to get rid of, you know, sort of the bones of the counter, because it's something, it just has this layer of laminate on it. So if I can figure out a way to keep what we have, I would prefer that for the meantime. And then for the backsplash, I'm taking all that off. So you can see it starts here and it goes all the way down. And I hate it so much. And I wanna do like planks, white planks, using probably Luan, is that what it's called? Plywood, like the really, really thin plywood. Cut it down to like 6 or 8 inch strips. I'm not totally sure what size, but just layer it on the wall from the ceiling all the way down to, I'll probably end up putting like a smaller piece of wood here or something to act as like a smaller backsplash against the counter, and so put the plywood planks all the way down to that. So that's the idea for backsplash, counters. What else? So the cabinets, the upper cabinets, I know for sure I'm gonna do white. Let's see, bottom cabinets. I'm thinking on like a really, really dark navy, because I don't know if I want the bottom cabinets to be white. I was thinking of doing a two-tone cabinet situation. So painting all of the cabinets. It will no longer be this brown color. We used to have a built-in microwave right here, and then I broke it because I meant to set a timer, and instead of doing that I turned it on and ran the microwave with nothing in it for 20 minutes, and apparently that will break your microwave. So tip, don't do that. So I had to take it down, and now we just have this small cheap little microwave, which I mean works fine. We don't need a giant microwave over the stove. I do wonder though if we need to invest in a hood to help with ventilation, but if we haven't had one for about oh, I don't know, 2 years. And it seems to be okay. I don't know. Well, anyway, that's the tour of the kitchen before. And I will be vlogging the process as we make changes. Ching! I moved those up today, and I'm starting to demo the black splash. Holy smokes. Looking a little crazy right now, but look at these. These suckers, I got those moved up today, but this one was a pain in the butt. And here is what is happening now. This is crazy. My kitchen is being torn apart, but it's only temporary. It's gonna look amazing when it's done, but OMG, the meantime. Hey, and tip, wear gloves when you are demoing laminate because that shit is sharp. This hurts. Kitchen progress update in a while because I ran out of July money, but August has been replenished. So I demoed the laminate on the sink wall and I started putting up the paneling behind the sink. I thought I would get a lot further than this today, but the laminate on the counter is glued down pretty good. So, and I didn't want to take out the sink, so I was trying to get the laminate off around it. So I'll show you. I had to use a utility knife and cut around the laminate right here and then like pry it off, and so it would come off in just one big strip. So that was a ton of work, and I had to do it back here too. So, and I have to be super careful that I don't get water back here. So that took me all afternoon. That was a beast. So tomorrow I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and finish the paneling up the wall. And then I bought a small, like 1x4 piece of wood. Not small, but it's a 8-foot long 1x4 to go around the perimeter to use as like a small backsplash to keep water from getting between the counter and the wall. Because you'll see the paneling, there's this gap between the paneling and the edge of the counter. So I thought having a 1x4 around the perimeter would be a good way to cover this gap. And the counters are going to be concrete, so I'm doing like a concrete feather finish, and it will also go up. The concrete will go up onto that 1x4 backsplash. So today I'm building the fridge enclosure, and I don't have a Craig jig. Anyway, to screw in screws at an angle. So I'm DIYing my own, and fingers crossed, hopefully I don't ruin the wood that I bought. If I do, I can always like fill it in with wood filler. So not a huge pressure, kind of. Alright, I think it worked. I'm gonna pull it up and see. This is beautiful. I am overall very happy with the final product. I don't know if you can see, and that's a little bit of watermelon. I used the edge of the bottom of the counter to have pressure while I was drilling. To tell you that I built this like counter extension, and I used wood filler to fill in the gap, so when I put the concrete layer on, it will go on smooth and not go in the... Okay, wish me luck. Measure twice, cut once. Got a little too much. So I think I'm going to talk and mix while I go. Last time, so it's 1:2 ratio, 2 concrete, 1 water. And I did way too much concrete because it dried so fast. So this time I'm not going to make as much concrete at once. And hopefully that will solve that issue. But I can't talk and do 2 things. I'm not a fan of the microwave right here. I don't like the microwave out at all. I wish I could hide it. Like, that would be a good cabinet space for it, but there's no plug, and I don't feel like doing a big project. So the microwave stays out, and that's the best place for it. Look at this. I have probably 1 more coat to do. I can't stand it. It's so pretty. It's just too pretty.